Hello my dear students, I hope you are doing great. In this class, I shall explain a simple type of questions which is related in the physics chapter 1 to motion. So I already uploaded some series of classes about this sort of questions, and this mathematical question is very common on your question paper. So what is written here? Suppose when something is big is given, I always say to draw a picture so that you can visualize what's going on here and what was the data is given on the question paper. So following that things, if you see there is written something like that, and we need to find out what's the data is given already. So a driver of a car moving with a velocity of 54 km/h. And we know that when the unit of velocity will be given like km/h, we need to exchange this km/h into meter/second. So he saw a pedestrian 46 meters away, and immediately after saying that, he applies the brake, and then the car stopped 1 meter in front of the pedestrians. So there is something given like that. If I think there is a road and there is a car and there is a pedestrian standing, and then this driver saw these pedestrians from 46 meter away. When he saw, then he immediately applied the brake, and then it stopped 1 meter, this is very important, 1 meter ahead of the pedestrians. So when in this type of question something written like stopped, then we can say the velocity, the final velocity is 0 here. And here the u is 54 km/h. And as he saw 46 meters away and then stopped 1 meter ahead, so the actual distance is 45 meters. This is very important. So the car travels 45 meters, so the actual velocity or the magnitude of s would be 45 meters in this regard. And definitely, very simply we can say that the car applied the brakes, so the velocity will decrease ahead of time, and that's why it would be deceleration, or it would be retardation, or it would be negative acceleration. So the magnitude of A would be minus here. So this is the scenario. So he saw a pedestrian 46 meters ahead and then stopped, and it will stop 1 meter ahead. So the actual displacement is 45 meters. So the u is 54 kilometers. I already say that we won't given. So what is given? We must know that 54 km/h. We won't do our mathematics using this data. We must consider as meter/second, and to immediately jump for the meter/second from km/h, we can easily divide by 3.6. So if we divide 54 by 3.6, we could have 15 meters/second. So we have the initial velocity 15 meters/second, and from this data we know that the s is actually 46 minus 1, which is 45 meters, and from the word stopped we have the v, the final velocity is 0 meters/second. So the question is, find the acceleration. So we need to find out the value of A, the magnitude of A, and also the time required. So we need to find out what is the time. So we have U, S and V. So from which rules or which law of equations, equations of motion, we can find out the value of A from this given data? We can use V square is equal to U square plus 2as. As we have V, U, S, we need to find out the value of A, because A was asked, and we know that this would be negative acceleration, as the driver applied the brake, so the velocity was decreasing and it was stopped once upon a time. So here we can have the A, and some students will do that. Here they will differently apply the data, but I must suggest that what should be the required value, that should be in the left hand side. So we can say that 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. So A would be V square minus U square by 2S. So if we do here 0 square minus 15 square divide 2 into 45, we can have the value of A. So it will be definitely minus, so 15 square is 225 over 90, so it would be 2.5 meter per second square. This would be minus, so 2.5 meter per second square is the acceleration, is minus. And if it is there, then we need to find out the value of t. Now we have u, s, v, and also we have a. So now we can use simply that v is equal to u plus at, and then we find this v here. So we can say this v is 0, it was stopped, minus u is 15 over minus 2.5. So if I divide 15 by 2.5, we can have the value is 6. So the thing is, over this is minus 15 and this is minus 2.5, so it would be 6, I think 6 seconds. So the required time to stop the car applying the brake is 6 seconds. So now you can see that how we will find what is given on the data, and throughout the question understanding what is the asked value and then which principle should be applied on the question paper. It's all about the process of examinations. Question will be given to understand that how much you understand your thought process and how you go through with the questions is given on your physics question paper. So this way you can solve, or even you can have better idea from me, even you can have much more other experiences. So let me know if you have a different things to think about this, and this is easy, I think. So on the next class I shall be explaining some more critical mathematical problems, and of course I can have your recommendations. So take care, see you on the next class, bye.